Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so here we go into the follow-up, okay? So I love this picture that forms when you look at this statement that inviting without the follow-up is priming the pump for someone else to succeed. How many of you said yes and jumped right in on the first time that somebody invited you to take a look at this information? So Dondee didn't.
No.
I did, but the majority of people did not say yes after the first time. And in reality, it takes 5 to 8 times following up with someone if you're doing it in the old-fashioned way, through phone calls or media meetups or meetings or text messages, that sort of thing. And if it's online that you're trying to build your business, it takes upwards to 30 times following up with someone before they see what you have to offer. And so if you invite someone and follow up maybe once, maybe 2 times, all you have done is, if you want to picture a well, if any of you have ever seen an old well that has a handle and it has the lever that comes out from the side, in order to get the water out from the very bottom of the well, you have to take it and you have to prime pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and many, many times sometimes, right? Just like the follow-up before the water comes out. And so imagine your follow-ups that you do and then stop are doing part of the work for the next person that will come along to talk about activation products and this opportunity with that person you started with. So you want to make sure that you are following up a long enough period of time appropriately for someone to make the right decision for them. So getting into the follow-up.
So good. And think of it this way. Following up with entrepreneurs, they're busy already. And if they haven't responded to you within 48 hours, it usually means it's just because they're busy. It doesn't mean you're offending them. It doesn't mean that you've said anything wrong. It doesn't mean that they're ignoring you, especially if they're friends or people that you know are already successful entrepreneurs. They're just busy. That's the most common reason why they're not getting back to you. Or they're intrigued, but they're processing what this could look like for them. Maybe they're doing a little research on activation, don't really know what that is yet, and looks appealing to them, or they're really just testing your posture. Because if this is as great as you say it is, or you led them to believe it is, you don't follow up, their belief in your belief goes significantly down. And here's the thing, everything about the follow-up is about posture and belief.
So important. Type posture in the comments, please.
Yes, so about posture and belief, and whoever has the most belief in the conversation will eventually win the conversation. And this isn't a win or lose. It's just, if you don't follow up, you have just significantly decreased your own posture and their belief in that, because it doesn't matter that they believe. What matters is that they believe that you believe. And it is all about belief and posture. So they're unsure how this is going to work, but your belief and your posture will help change their mindset.
So it's not about checking in. It's not about just following up, that type of thing. It's about continuing the conversation without you lowering your posture. And so sometimes it's like, all we'll send to them is like, hey, I just wanted to check in, see if you had taken a look, right? That doesn't have a high posture to it. And so we're going to be talking about how you can add some additional posture into your follow-ups. So first of all, you want to be strategic and not needy. So have a plan in what you would have as options, because you can't determine what they need to see or what they want to see, but just be aware of what's available to you in your tools and even in your team, by the way, guys. That's why gathering people's stories is so vitally important, because that is a massive tool for you to have in your toolbox. You want to make sure that you acknowledge their time. So when you call them or when you follow up with them, ask them, it's like, hey, is this a good time for you? And if they say yes, say, how much time do you have? Right? Be respectful of their time and then re-anchor to the value. Remember why you approached them in the first place, what you know that micro-franchising has to offer, and circle back around to some of that information. And then invite to a decision or next step. This is your real big ITT. The system takes the pressure off of you guys. So are you ready to get started? Posture there, right? Are you ready to get started? Or what would you like to see more of? Right? Or I'd love to connect you with someone with a similar background to hear their story. And then just follow it up. Which works better for you? Right? And then some quick scripts that we put together. Do you want to run through those?
Sure. And this is, again, acknowledge their time. Hey, I know you're super busy. I wanted to circle back on the expansion project or the collaboration concept I sent over. And then pause a little bit. So I'm curious, does this look like something that could strategically complement what you're already building? Or should we table it for now? You're respecting their time, but you have posture and belief in your tone.
Keep going.
Okay, so hey, you strike me as someone who understands leverage. The reason I reached out is because this isn't a side thing. It's a scalable distribution asset. If it makes sense, let's take 15 minutes and pressure test it tomorrow.
Keep going.
Okay, so hey, Joe, I totally understand if timing isn't right. I'm being selective about who I align with on this, so I'll pause reaching out to you unless you'd like to explore further. That's posture. And so you're getting them. This will, again, what is else we talked about too? FOMO. This is going to give them a little FOMO because nobody wants to be left behind on something what you sound intrigued about. Your belief is high, your posture is high. They're going to lean in. They're going to be intrigued and they don't want to be left behind. Nobody does.
Yeah, so the key to following up is doing it for a long enough period of time, utilizing your tools and your team, not being the answer to all the questions, because once you become the answer to all the questions, you've lost this entrepreneur, because that shows them that they have to know everything that you know, and they do not want to have to learn it, spend the time doing it, or expend the energy that it would take. So important on the follow-up, and that's really how simple the follow-up can be. Just keep it direct, keep your posture high. Yes, I loved the comment about the smile. Even if you are talking to someone on the phone, smile, because it brings a different energy than if you are frowning or have no expression on your face. So absolutely so good. So